Celestial blessings, my name is Helen Demetriou. Thank you for coming here today to listen to this video. So today I want to talk about religion and division. Now I notice that there's a lot of phrases that go around, and they've been going around for a very long time, that religion is division. Religion creates division. Religion is a weapon of mass destruction, and I find that a lot of people will say that this is true. Yes, look at all the people that religion kills. Religion is evil. I know that in America there are places where there are towns that are very fanatical, Christian fanatics, and I understand that people have only experienced that form of religion. Yet I'm sure that you all know that a true Christian doesn't behave in such a way. You know, you're not supposed to be fanatical about anything. But that leads me to, again, does religion really cause division? Is it religion that is to blame? Now, I did a lot of study into this, and I wanted to know, is it religion that causes division? So I asked for guidance, and the gods told me, and I even channeled about this, look around you. You have people dividing themselves left, right and centre. There are people that divide themselves due to their hobbies. You have people dividing themselves due to their diet. You have people dividing themselves due to even what their political preferences are, whether they're leftists or right wing, and all of them have created a religion. And some may say yes, but they don't have a God that they worship to. That's not the point. The point is that they believe so much in what they do that they believe that what they believe makes them different. So they divide themselves and huddle into their groups, and they become divided. So the answer is, it's not religion that causes division. It's people that causes division. It's not religion that murders people. It's people that use religion as a reason for murdering people and killing people. See, religion is a theory, okay? It's a theory. It is a set of beliefs, a system of how to be better. And the whole reason behind that is to give people order and discipline in their lives. It gives them a system, a structure of how they want to worship whichever God or whatever it is that they believe in. Now, religion is not something new. Religion is not something that was created by Christianity or by the Christian church. Religion has been here since the beginning of time. And when I say that it's been here since the beginning of time, I mean since the recording of time. It's been here since the beginning of civilization to ancient Sumer, ancient Mesopotamia. We know that there were sects. Those sects are religious sects. So how can we say that religion is this new thing and that spirituality is something completely different? And people say, well, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I'm not going to obey someone else's laws because I'm a spiritual person, and that through religion you become closed-minded and put in a cage, while spirituality sets you free from this cage. This is not true at all, because in the ancient times, religion was created, as I said, to offer structure, and through this system of religion you would learn specific things like meditation, healing, how to communicate with the gods, how to receive messages from the gods, and different types of rituals. So all these things were connected. If we look at the alchemists, the ancient alchemists, there were no atheist alchemists. All alchemists believed that science was divine. And something interesting that Albert Einstein said, he says, science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. That's something to really think about. And also my crush, Manly P. Hall, said, religion hasn't failed man. Man has failed religion. So let me repeat that. Religion hasn't failed man. Man has failed religion, meaning humanity has failed the religious system, why it was created, why it was given to us. It wasn't meant to be used as a weapon. It wasn't meant to be used to gain manipulation over the believers. It was a system of certain steps that we could all use to gain enlightenment. Another quote that I really like by Abhijit Naskar, where he says, the conflicts between science and religion still remain in this day and age, because though most people understand what science means, they do not have a clue what religion means, and they do not even have a clue that they do not have a clue. So that's because people think, well, I know everything. This, because they hear things that people say, well, they say, yep, that's right. Religion is the reason for division. Religion is the wrong way and spirituality is the right way. Not understanding that spirituality is within religion and that you find spirituality through religion. Now look, your religion can be believed by just you. You can create your own religion. You don't need to run out and join any religion to have your own religion. It's just a system of beliefs, of steps, and each of us has our own religions. We each have our own path. We each have our own craft. Now, does it really create division? No, it doesn't. What creates division is when we join a group. It could be a religious group. It could be a group, a community for people that have certain diets. It could be if you're a Democrat. It could be if you're a Republican. It could be if you're a Star Wars fan, whatever. And you'll find that people divide themselves into groups because that's where they feel that they resonate. And you'll notice that people that join these groups, their ego is huge. And they'll say, well, the other people are not like me because I'm part of this group. We are better human beings. We are more enlightened. We know what we're talking about. It's everybody else that are unenlightened. To be unenlightened, you must become an A or a B or a C. And everybody has this thought. It's just the same as religion. It really is just the same. So while people are looking for scapegoats to blame for the division in the world, they need to look within themselves and stop passing the buck. Stop saying that it's something else that creates division when they themselves are dividing themselves. I mean, I do it. I'm not saying that I'm part of any group, but I have this feeling, well, I get on with everybody, but I like people that are more, spiritually minded or into the mysteries or the occult. So I find myself gravitating more to those people. So in essence, divide myself, but I don't blame something else. I admit that the reason why I would prefer to be in that group of people, of mindset, is because it resonates with me. I'm not going to say, well, it was religion and religion made me do it. We can't keep saying what is to blame. We need to look at ourselves and stop looking for scapegoats. So this division we have in the world, and people will say, well, the elite, they're the ones that create division. Well, what happens with the elite is they know us very well. We're very, very easy to understand, and they've studied how we react in certain systems, certain circumstances. And they know that we divide ourselves. So they say, well, you know what we can do? Let's put each one of them against each other. So, for example, they'll put the liberals against the Republicans, the vegans against the meat eaters, the Christians against the Muslims, and etc., so on and so on. So can you understand why it's so easy to manipulate us? Because we already do this to ourselves. All the work is done for them. All they have to do is tweak here and tweak there, and they've created more religion and through manipulation. And they usually do this through social media, and depending on what kind of articles are being published by the news. You know, it all depends. Like after this thing with China, because they wanted to pin it on China, regardless of whose fault it was, if you just sit back and watch how they work, you'll see that every single article was an attack on China. You'll see all the articles about the people negative and attacking against this one country. So again, remember, forget who we believe is to blame. Just try to step back and look what the media do. When the time at the beginning of 2020 and there could have been a war between America and Iran, what did the newspaper start to publish? All damning information about Iran. Every single article was damning about Iran. So you're going to notice that they know they're using that to manipulate people. So whether or not they're correct or they're fake, it's how they use it, the subliminal messages, the messages that are in your face that create this division. So then everybody starts saying, oh, Iran are terrible people, we hate them, they're terrible, they're bad, we should blow them up. And for me, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with blowing up anybody, you know. I can't condemn a whole nation. And I won't condemn a whole nation. I like the Iranian people. I have no problem with the Iranian people. And I don't hate the Chinese people. You know, we can't hate a whole race. We can't do this. Yet people who understand it's wrong find themselves being sucked into this ball of hate because their lives have been inconvenienced. And to them, they're looking again for someone to blame. They're blaming. They need to blame somebody. And they're being given a scapegoat. There you go. Say the social media. There you go. Say the news media. There's your scapegoat. Hate away. There you go. And the elite are rubbing their hands. And all the while, we never realise or we don't see, because we're so preoccupied in hating who they're directing us to hate, what though our leaders are doing. We think it's behind our backs, but it's not. They're doing it out in the open. And we deny the mistakes that they make because they're saying, let's hate Iran, let's hate China, let's hate so-and-so, let's blame so-and-so. And everybody is just like, remember when I mentioned going from one extreme to the other? We're going to the left and to the right and to the left and to the right. And we're going to hate and this and blame in that. And it's always the same. Now, regardless again who is to blame, which nobody knows the truth, nobody. Doesn't matter what your government tells you is the truth, what the social media is telling you the truth, what the news is telling you the truth. Nobody holds the whole truth. Nobody. And I don't care how many times people bring YouTube videos or articles from conspiracy sites or even from news sources. Nobody knows the truth. Everything is geared towards making people react to a certain way towards a certain thing. Again, that's division. It's division. Rather than us all working together as one world, instead they're creating division. So we go back again to religion. In ancient times, religion was the way of living. And through time, this has become the most important and fundamental part of human lives. So whether you want to say it's, well, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, there is not really any difference. You can say, well, I'm not a religious practicing with a certain specific group or sect or denomination. That's different. But if you are a religious, a spiritual person, and you have a God, and you follow a set of beliefs, that is your religion. You are religious, and there's nothing wrong with that. If your religion is in your control and you understand it, what is the problem with religion? And then you get the people that take control of certain denominations, and they're telling their believers, right, we have to go and kill so and so, we have to go and kill these kind of people because they're blasphemers against our God or whatever. And people say, you see, religion kills people. As I said, religion is a theory. A theory cannot get up. It's not a physical body with legs. It can't get up and with a knife or a gun and start killing people. People kill people. Religion doesn't kill people. The theory does not kill people. Whatever is written in that theory, whatever is written in that set of beliefs, it itself does not kill people. So we have to stop the misguided blame, and we need to see it for as it is. We can't say, yes, let's all hate on ancient religions that followed certain rules and this, that and the other, because we can't hate religion. I mean, I can never understand how people cannot see the root and understand that religion is a form of steps to spiritual enlightenment. You can't have one without the other. That is my belief. From my research and my studies in the occult, the ancient mysteries, this is what I understand. You can't have one without the other. They all go hand in hand. And you gain and gain and gain through combining them both. See, religion is the theory, but the spirituality is what brings it to life within you. That is the whole thing about religion. So it causes division? No, it doesn't cause division. We're lucky to have these set of ethics and teachings to follow to help us, to guide us on our earth journey. But it's like God Enki told me, people need something to believe in. People need something to follow. It gives them direction. It doesn't make them weak. Whether they're in a group or not in a group, it doesn't matter. Everybody needs something to believe in. And I know that we'll have atheists saying, this is not true. I'm not going to believe in some spaghetti God in the sky. But they believe in something. So we'll probably have the atheists saying, this isn't true. I don't believe in some spaghetti sky God. But they have their beliefs in something. They believe in something, whether or not it's a deity. They have beliefs. So can you really differentiate belief, whether it's in a God or whether it's a set of rules or a belief in a scientific theory? No, you can't. Belief is belief. And even atheism has become like a religion where they're fanatical about what they believe, and that they are intellectually more enlightened than everybody else who believes in a God or in a religion, because they're just stupid, aren't they? They're not as clever as the atheists. But that's my point. They have a religion. They even have churches where they go to on Sundays to sing and to chat with each other. But do you understand what they're saying? It's like saying, and this is nothing against vegans, but it's like saying, well, I'm a vegan, but I can't live without meat. So I want some kind of substitute that can get me through. That's the same thing with atheism. It just shows that they need something, somewhere to congregate in with the combined belief of the people in atheism. So you see, they divide themselves also. Yet while they are insulting everybody else for having a faith in the divine, they're getting together and having their little communities and where they meet up every Sunday and basically just do what Christian churches do every Sunday, but without the religion, without the divine being. So is it really religion that divides people? Can theory get up and kill somebody? That's not true, is it? I mean, like I just explained with the atheists and their churches, I leave that up to you. I mean, it's quite logical and rational what's going on here. So it's not that. It's us that creates a division, and we are so easy and clear with how we act and react to circumstances, and the dark elite, if you want to call them, or as I call them, the dark brotherhood, they see this and they think, well, this is just a walk in the park. These people, they're so easy to manipulate. All we have to do is say one bad thing about what they believe in, and they're just like put in our hands. And again, it's us that do this because we divide ourselves. Instead of standing up together and saying, you know what, we're not going to take this. We're one people. We may have different beliefs. We may have different ethnicities. We may have different genders or sexuality or whatever. But you know what? We're one people. But we're never going to do that for now, are we? Because we can't stop dividing ourselves based on what we believe. And I've noticed it on Facebook, especially people's political views. They've made it like their God, their religion. It's like, oh, you say one word that is in criticism against their God, and it's as if you've blasphemed. And they turn absolutely crazy. And you don't know what you're talking about. They've divided themselves, yet they're blaming each other for creating division in America or in another country. It's always somebody else that's to blame. It's never them to blame. It's always something else. So even in that situation, they've created their own religion, their own religions, and their own divisions. So we have to rise above, like I said in my previous video. We have to rise above and see things for how it really is. Does it benefit me? Is it productive? Does it benefit humanity? Does it benefit towards our freedom? Does it create oneness? These are all questions we must be asking about what we see from above. And we should take that in ourselves and follow that path, what feels right for us, without being divided from everybody else just because we believe in something that is different from everyone else. So I hope you all have a great day or evening wherever you are. I'm sending you all my love. Bye bye.